Welcome back. It's been a while since we've done a review video, but today we're on the search to find the best boba in the Boston area. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. The first place we want to check out is right across the street. We are at Mochiko Hawaiian, our first location that we're checking out today. We're doing a video on the best boba in Boston. To make it fair, we asked every place to pick a boba for us, so it's fair.
So I'm gonna give you number 12, Poppy's Panda. Poppy is our Mochiko baby.
Okay.
She's been coming here since the womb. So
Okay.
very special.
Awesome. Let's do it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. They picked the Poppy Panda, which is a taro smoothie, mochi boba, and whipped cream. I got my big straw here. I'm gonna go for the boba stab. There we go. Cheers. Yeah, try it. Honest rating. Zach just told me that taro tastes like Oreo. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we would definitely get roasted if we said it tasted like Oreo by a lot of people. All right, right off the bat, I'll say the boba tastes very fresh. I feel like when boba's been sitting around in a pot for too long, it gets kind of hard. This was super soft, super chewy, it's very gummy, tastes very fresh. In regards to flavor, the taro is really good. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 7.8 out of 10. Not bad at all. All right, on to the next location. We are now at our second location, Hearty Teriyaki. Let's head inside and check it out. We're doing a video on the best boba in Boston.
Not very comfortable.
Okay, put the camera down. You surprise me, like pick whatever, I don't care. Their teriyaki is supposed to be really good here, so I think we might have to come back. Look at that. It looks so good. Thank you. Okay, so it looks like they've decided to give us their original flavor. She said that's her go-to, it's the only one she really likes and she recommended. So we're going with what the lady suggested. Let's crack this open. I feel like I usually don't see this a lot in boba, but there's actually ice in here and usually they just chill it. I think they usually just shake the boba in a chiller with ice. Let's see how it tastes. I'm trying to figure out what flavor this is because they just said it's original. I think it's a tea base because it tastes like some sort of tea. It kind of tastes like a jasmine tea with definitely like a little bit of sweetener. The boba's really good. You know what kind of tea they use in this?
I'm only the driver.
Okay, you're like, don't look at me. He's like, I don't know. It's called Manny's Munchies, if you want to follow it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's on
yeah.
YouTube. It'll be in the video.
Yeah.
All right, back to the review. I love the addition to ice, keeps it nice and cool. The boba's nice and chewy, has a nice little bounce when you bite into it. Now that I think of it, I've never had a tea-based boba. However, I will give it a rating of around 7.5 out of 10. I'm not a huge tea guy when it comes to boba. All right, on to the next spot. We are now at our third spot, Chit Cha. Let's go head inside. Hello. We're doing a video on the best boba in Boston. So could you pick the flavor for us? Okay, yeah, sure. Honestly, before I even try it, I think it's gonna taste good because the design of the packaging is so sick. Also, I will say it also kind of looks like it could be a coffee cup because this comes out. All right, let's poke this in. Oh, let's try it. Out of the other two flavors I've tried so far, this definitely stands out in regards to flavor profile. So inside there's a mixture of boba and little like gel fruity gummies that are really good. The best way to describe this is taro flavor, but super milky and super creamy. It's almost like they mix condensed milk with taro, and it works really well, and it's absolutely delicious. I don't think it's a traditional taro flavor, but I kind of like that. I'm gonna give this an 8.2 out of 10. Let's head to our next spot. We are now at our fourth location, 101 Tea House. How you doing? We're doing a video on the best boba in Boston. We're asking each place to pick the boba, so can you pick the flavor for me?
My favorite one?
Yeah.
My favorite is the lavender one.
Okay.
And the white boba. You want to try that one?
Yeah, let's do that one. Zach, check this out. Manny's Munchies. They abbreviated the M though. The guy in there said his favorite one is called the Lavender Forest. That's quite the name if you ask me. It's got white pearl boba, which I've never had. There's a piece of lime in here. The guy said to also shake it up before you try it. So I'm gonna take his advice on that. Shake it up. All right, let's try it. Let's go ahead and try this. That is really interesting. Not in a bad way. I never would have thought of having a lavender boba, but I have to say, I'm kind of a fan of this. The best way to describe this, almost like a lemonade infused with a little hint of lavender with this really cool purple color. Zach, try this, what do you think?
Oh my God.
Right? It's like...
Yeah, lemonade.
Also, I've got to say this white boba looks so much cooler than the black ones. We got a little gardening going on here. Okay, on to my rating, I'm gonna give this an 8.4 out of 10. And last thing, I love the squirrel logo. That is such a sick logo. On to the next spot. We are now at our fifth location, Gong Cha. Let's go check it out. What do you recommend? What's your favorite flavor? We're doing a video on the best boba in Boston. So we're having every place like pick for us.
Sweet stuff.
I'm not picky, so you have to surprise me. You pick whatever you want.
I mean, one of the most popular is probably going to be like a brown sugar milk tea.
All right, so they decided to give us the brown sugar milk tea boba. It looks fantastic. I got this really cool like paper straw, first one of the day. Oh, all right, let's try it. It's a little sweet, not a huge fan. Flavor is fine, but just way, way, way too sweet. I think I have my final verdict. The flavor isn't horrible. I'm actually a huge brown sugar fan, but this just kind of tastes super artificial. And there's just way too much of that flavoring syrup that they pumped into the bottom of the glass. I think it should be sweet, but not to the point where it's like overpowering. I just feel like I'm drinking syrup. I'm gonna jump right to the rating and I'm gonna give this a 6.2. It's not horrible, but definitely not my favorite of the day. On to the next spot. We've arrived at our 6th location, Vivi Bubble Tea. Can you pick for me the flavor?
Okay, yeah.
You gonna have her pick?
Yes, she can have.
She's the expert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is the favorite?
They decided to give me their Vivi signature fruit tea. I'm not really sure what's in here. I think there's some chia seeds, apples, maybe some pineapple. It looks really good. I like fruity drinks, so let's see how it tastes. I will say there's no boba in here, but it's what they recommended. This might be one of my favorite flavors so far. After sipping this, I immediately think of just an amazing homemade fruit punch. There's a ton of flavors in here. This is absolutely delicious. And now I think this is my favorite flavor, hands down, out of all the places I've been. I do kind of wish they added boba in here. I guess I could have asked for it, but they were the ones in charge. I'm gonna give this an 8.9 out of 10. After visiting and trying 6 different boba places, these are my final result. In first place, we have Vivi Bubble Tea. In second place, we had 10-1 Tea House. And in third place, we had Chitcha Bubble Tea. Until next time, let us know what you want us to do next.